Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Jacksonville. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Let's go. 11.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. Out to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at the 15. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Powell changing the play here. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. And now an audible here into something else. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 12. And the Washington 1st down.
First down, Howell to throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Faking the handoff, Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They run the toss now with Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. No gain there on the play. That's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Sly able to put this one through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Lawrence will throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 39.
Caught on the right side by Jones. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Jaguars nothing.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got his assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw, Howell. Short throw here, the tight end Bates. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Jaguars going to go in and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense.
Looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Off play action. It's Howell. Escaping the pressure right. Throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Sly able to put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Lisa 24.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Hey, Lion.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. In motion, the tight end. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down. Howell now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, go.
Here's 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
This is taken around the 12. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Samuel going to go in motion right. They'll go play action. Howell. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing here, Howell. That one complete out to Dotson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Third and 2, here's Howell. Forced out. Oh, Howell loses it. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. At the 24-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Howell. They still can't get it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Powell, he'll look to throw it. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm gun. 13, Luke.
Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Right open. Go. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 87 yards. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go, let's go. Sink right. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line.
That's good for on Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Again, it's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On play action, Lawrence. Flush to his right. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to see it.
And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Trayvon Walker able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, here's Agnew. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Hey, Ron.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
11. Take right open.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. All three timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's first and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. And complete. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's brought down. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They go play action with Howell. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Here's second down.
Take right open.
And Owen coughed it up.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on